Alright, we covered Omi-san, lovely lady, very cool 4-star support, and now let's talk about the new 5-star. Again, I don't think he's even gonna be as popular as her, but we're still very excited. It's a 5-star caster, like, come on. So we have Hanasaka Oji-san, aka the old man of blooming flowers, something like that, or as I like to call him, Flower Unk. There he is, also voiced by Ishida Akira. I did not know that until I heard the summoning lines. Very cool. First servant he ever voices, high profile VA. So again, he's like Japanese folktale stuff, some kid-friendly story, I think. Can't wait to see how he looks like, and more importantly, how he plays like, because again, 5-star casters don't come every day, yeah? So let's take him up, see the Ascensions, and then let's talk about gameplay. Woohoo! Are those like two beauty spots under his eyes? Or are those like birthmarks? Alright, first Ascension. I didn't even talk about much of the first actual stage here, but it looks pretty okay. Very traditional, of course. The background is a bit bright, I'm not gonna lie, kind of bleeds into the character. But here we go with the actual first Ascension. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, so this is the design that was revealed, of course, and I think this is the one you see on the banner as well. The drip, though. It's a bit more modern, but still very traditional. Also, the doggo! Very tranquil. This looks definitely better than Ascension 1 to me. Alright, third Ascension. Normally, this is where they get, like, if they have a traditional folklore thingy, this is where they get, like, actual crazy, you know, mystic drip. But he already kind of has that on Ascension 1, I want to say, but probably still something very traditional regardless. I doubt he would, you know, break that. Never mind. I guess we have one of these again. So yeah, gotta play the event. At least we can level him up though, so thank you for that, but we sadly can't see this. Oh, that's a lot of text for a skill, what the hell? And then the FA that we cannot see. Sad. Alright, let's see the 2 battle sprites that we do have access to already. Starting with the cool drip. Yeah, the doggo is there too on the field. Oh, nice. So I assume maybe it attacks too or something. Although it looks cute, I kind of don't want to see it attack. What about the first one? Oh, the doggo is in here too. Was he on the stage art though? Okay, he's not. So I guess he is somewhere around, but just not on the actual art. Okay, I see. But hey, nice to see the doggo anyway in the battle sprite. I think I'm gonna rock 2 because I like the drip here better. So for now, can't really have a complete opinion about his aesthetic because we're still missing the entire third Ascension and the FA, of course, which might end up looking completely different. Who knows? Maybe even his personality could change. That's always a possibility. But as is, kind of chill. VA is very cool. So yeah, hopefully the final Ascension and the third one will be very good as well. But as is, kind of cutesy. I like the dog. Now, let's talk about gameplay. So yeah, 5-star caster. I am excited. You never know what these guys are going to be like. 11.1k attack on base level 90. If he is a DPS, it's alright for casters. Obviously, it's not amazing for 5 stars as a whole, but for casters, I feel like it's pretty okay. Probably better than average for 5 stars, for what it's worth. Now, let's see the deck. We have a very gainsy deck. Not the full caster deck, but we have double arts, double quick, okay? Not too shabby. Let me pull up the numbers. So, we have 4 on Buster, 4 on arts, 6 on quick, and 5 on extra, with the MP gain being 0.56. Oh, wow. Yeah, his gains are very solid. Those quicks especially. Wow, these are probably like the best quicks of any caster in the game. Yeah, pretty solid. And the MP type, I'm gonna say, is arts. Usually that's what casters are, but let's see. Oh, never mind. He's green. Ah, all right, cool. Well, we'll see that sooner than later. But yeah, okay, interesting. Green man over here. I mean, flowers and all that, I get it. But yeah, the face cards are good at least. Damage potential might not be super high if he is a DPS. I don't know yet because he only has 1 buster. But the gains at least are very solid. Now, let's talk about passives. We have many a passive. 5, in fact. We have territory creation 4. 5.5% permanent arts up. Very solid. Then we have items construction, which is actually C rank, so it's a bit of debuff success rate up, which equals to 6%, not bad. Magic res C equals to 15% debuff res. Riding D minus for 3.5% quick up. Actually not bad considering his 2 quicks on the deck alone are already very solid, and this will potentially help with the MP as well. We'll see. Does any other caster even have a riding passive? Well, it's nice that he has it though, because again, his greens are not bad at all. They're good. And then we have a unique passive. Huh. Some kind of new field? when he's on like Ash Sakura. What is Haizakura? I don't know what that is. Is that a specific type of flower? When that field is active, or fiery field, he gets MP damage. So some kind of an ashen flowery map, or just a standard, you know, flame map. How much is this? 20% MP damage. Whoa. What? That's a lot. So you ideally want his map to be active. So I guess this kind of spoils him, I guess. So he probably has a damaging MP. Otherwise, this would make no sense. So thanks for the spoiler, game. Yeah, is it Ash Blossom? Is that what it is? His anti-append is also against casters. So I guess he hates his own kin. Not super amazing, but sure. Common case, neutral. It's okay, I guess, but not high prio. All right, the MP then. We have a lot of lines. Oh my. So first of all, it is AoE damage. Yes, and it's anti-evil super effective, scaling with overcharge. Cool, that's a fairly common one. Aha. Yes, okay. So he applies this special burn on enemies, but that's the Ash Blossom thing. But I thought that was a map. Does one of these burns make the map Ash Blossom as well? Or did I misread the passive? Because this burn that he applies, it's this Ash Blossom thing. I assume it behaves like a burn, it's just titled differently. And that's a 3-turn debuff. And then does a burn amplifier on the targets for 3 turns as well, which I assume still works with Ash Blossom, because it's still a burn, right? He does a poison amplifier for 3 turns as well, and a curse amplifier for 3 turns. All allies get their debuffs removed and get HP per turn for 3 turns. Okay. Some dots and a lot of amplifiers. But he only applies burn himself from the MP. Maybe he has skills that do that as well, but okay. Anyway, let's see. Numbers. The anti-evil is the standard 150 to 200 range on the overcharge, but it's a pretty common one, so not bad. It's a 1k burn for 3 turns, and then all the amplifiers are 100% up for 3 turns, and it's 1k healing per turn for all allies for 3 turns. I assume the MP is going to be fairly spammable. It's a 8-hitter as well on AoE, so it should be fairly spammable even on quick. So you can probably get a lot of healing for your party constantly. Not sure how good the burn stuff is and the amplifiers, but does this just trigger his MP damage passive just from having these burns on the enemies? Because they're called Ash Blossom, but again, am I misreading this passive? It's talking about a map. I think it's just like if the enemies have these, then it counts. But the awkward part is that it does damage first, right? And then it applies those, unfortunately. So you can't get the 20% MP damage to work immediately. So it does hamper his farm potential, right? As if I'm understanding, I could be misunderstanding, but if I'm understanding this correctly, I mean, you could have a burning map, then you can just get it as is. Then it just works immediately, the 20% MP damage. But otherwise, the burns get applied to the enemy after the damage is done. Because it does the damage, then it does the burn, then it does the amplifiers, then it does the cleanse and the heal. That's the order. I mean, it's potentially good, but for now, it's a bit janky, I want to say. A bit all over the place. Hopefully the skills help this, but it's alright, you know, it's alright. Not super impressed. A lot of effects, but maybe not everything is like really, really good on this MP. But let's go check out the skills, because it's a 5-star caster, could be something really spicy. Alright, we have the main card types of blue and green on the first skill. Self, quick up for 3 turns, self arts up for 3 turns, and gets a battery. Very simple, actually, wow. But it's all self only, huh? 6-turn cooldown, 30% cards up, and 30% battery. Wow. Kind of tame numbers, actually. I feel like they probably could have made at least one of those effects AoE unless the other skills are cracked. For a 5-star caster, it feels like it's a bit held back. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not like super impressive either. We have a battery icon. Well, I guess he clearly has more batteries anyway. All allies get charged, there it is, and MP damage for 3 turns, and all enemies get MP sealed for 1 turn, and get poisoned for 3 turns. Okay, so he can apply poison too, only from his skill though. 6-turn cooldown. Please be spread 30. It's probably 20 though, because he has self 30. Yeah, okay. So it is spread 20. But it's 30% MP damage for the whole party for 3 turns. That's not bad. That's pretty good. 1 turn MP seal, 100% base chance to apply, and 1000 poison for 3 turns on all enemies. Okay, poison MP seal is pretty cool, yeah. So he has 50% for himself, a battery, 20 for allies. For a 5-star caster, that's the latest one. I feel like it's still not super high. They probably... I feel like anyone else agreed the first skill should have been 20 self, and then this should have been 30 all allies. I haven't even seen the last skill yet. Maybe there's something more, but I feel like this should have been spread 30, and then the first skill should have been 20 self. This is a bit toned down, but let's see the last skill, though, before I say anything more. All right, we got attack icon. I mean, this had a lot of text, right? Oh, yeah, it did. So it gives an allies a buff that whenever they use a normal attack, they get 1 step of overcharge for 1 step 3 turns, and that lasts for 3 turns. So they can stack a lot of overcharge. There's no limit to that, right? What the hell? That's interesting. And then they get attack up for 3 turns, crit damage for 3 turns. All enemies get a thing that when they attack, they get a curse for 3 turns, and they get a crit chance down for 3 turns. That's a lot of stuff for 1 skill, though. So it's interesting. The enemies will debuff themselves. Like, they get cursed when they attack. That's, again, it's not good for farming, but for boss, it's interesting. 7 turn cooldown. Let's see some numbers. So it's 20% AoE attack, 30% crit damage, 1k curse every time the enemies attack for 3 turns, and then a 30% crit chance down, which is the good number. That eliminates all base crits in the game. Huh. But yeah, that overcharge is super stackable, right? Like every normal attack the allies do, including himself in the next 3 turns, will give them 1 of those overcharge boosts. They're all 1 time 3 turns. But you can stack them, right? And the next MP would consume them all, right? But that's interesting. What was his own overcharge was the anti-evil, right? Yes, okay. So he could easily hit max overcharge with this, for sure. The attack up and the crit damage are kind of basic, though, on the numbers. What do I make of this guy, actually? I don't know. I feel like his farming can work, but he's probably going to be multi-core limited. I mean, which makes sense. You wouldn't want a single core quick anyway. But a lot of his effects are not very farm friendly. Like these dots do nothing. MP seal does nothing. The enemy cursing themselves, the crit rate down, they do nothing for farming. The healing is useless. He's definitely a boss guy, right? You probably can still do farming because he has an MP that probably refunds really well. He has split battery even if they're not super high. Yeah, you can probably work with him on farming, but yeah, he's clearly meant for bosses. I wonder, can he actually get some dot damage down? I'm gonna guess no, because 2 of his dots are tied to skills. The only dot that he can spam is the special burn from the MP. And even though he does amplifiers to them all with the MP, I still want to say it's not going to be giga high. Maybe it'll be decent bonus, but it probably won't be like, oh, you can totally stack crazy dots. Maybe if you had in command codes. I think he's kind of tame, but I don't think he's bad. His damage probably isn't... Unless you hit anti-evil, I'm gonna guess his own damage isn't high in general either. But evil is semi-common, and especially, notably, I didn't mention this, but evil among assassins is the most common alignment, right? I feel like of all the classes, assassins are the most evil. Probably even more so than berserkers. Yeah, so at least he has that going for him. And then, of course, berserkers work too, and there's a lot of evil alignments there as well. Like, we have Alice as well, right? If you want more AoE quick caster. And I feel like Alice might be better, but I don't know. We'll see what people come up with. But yeah, next up I'm gonna level up his skills and take him for a spin to see animations. Have not seen those either, so hopefully they look very cool. All right, let's see the G-Suds skill animations. He manifests his house. Must be nice. You have your home everywhere you go. Also, the doggo is cute. Oh, it does a woof. Oh, man. The doggo is the best part, bro. Oh, it turned into like a beat stick. What the hell? Okay, that must be a lore thing because it looks very confusing. Oh, big dog. Oh, oh, he takes a whole rainbow. Oh, that's so cute. What is he bonking him with? Oh, I like that the dog just runs there with the normal dog speed. It's so cute. I can't, the dog, dude. I can't. I missed my dog again. I saw my dog on Christmas already. Big chomp. And then it's gone. I love the dog. He's the best. Oh. Is that Ash? I assume that's meant to be Ash. Oh, the fetch! Oh! Oh, good boy! Oh my. The MP animation. Here we go. I haven't seen it. Music. It becomes Ash. Scatter the Ash? Yeah. And it burns Sakuras. Yeah, Ash Blossom is real. Ooh. So Ash and Sakuras, yeah. Yeah, it's very simple. It gives me a lot of Ono no Komachi vibes, yeah, for sure. They both had they were both under a tree as well, right? Alright, pretty cutesy animations. Doggo MVP for sure. I am a dog person. I'm a cat person too. I love both. But yeah, the dog is hella cute. I love it. I like that it's so prevalent to the animations and whatnot. Wish it was a bit more out there in the MP. But yeah, I guess it kind of is when it becomes the Ash thingy, when you think about it. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of him yet. He doesn't seem like a standout in any real way, I would say, which is a bit unfortunate because, again, when you see 5-star caster, you always get like super high expectations because some of the best supports in the game are just 5-star casters. But I feel like you can do stuff with him for sure, mostly for bosses maybe, farming, not sure how the numbers are going to be like. Not a terrible servant, but probably something people outside of Japan won't really remember all that well, as brutal as that sounds. I'm sure they have a lot of fond memories because they probably know his story really well. So for Japanese players, he's probably really cool. And don't get me wrong, I love the VA, the dog is great and all that, but someone who doesn't know anything about his story, not sure how memorable he's going to be because since his gameplay is also like kinda standard-ish. But yeah, that's my first impression of Hanasaka Oji-san, or, you know, Old Man of the Blooming Flowers, or my favorite new Decadebe, Flower Unk. Pretty cool edition though, and again, we still haven't seen Ascension 3. Gameplay probably won't change, but hopefully it's going to be a very cool look with maybe a brand new MP animation too, you never know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hey, like on it, it really helps out. And do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, because right after this, I am still gonna cover not Flora, sadly. I know that's going to be disappointing for some people, but I will cover the buff to the Old Man 3-star caster, Zhang Jue. I can't pronounce his name, but you know, that guy. And I will cover Flora. You might not see it day one. Again, I apologize. This is so much stuff for me already, but don't worry. At some point, you will see a first impression for Flora as well. But hey, shout out to my patrons on the screen right now. And otherwise, if you're summoning for either Mr. Unk here or the lovely Omi-san, I wish you good luck. And otherwise, see ya in the next video. Bye bye.